Test. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Perfect. And it's the Coastal North Coyotes versus the University of Mobile Junior Varsity Rams live here on JockJive Sports. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dallas Renzi broadcasting tonight's game at Coastal Alabama Community College, the Monroeville campus. Coyotes looking for their first home victory since December 1st, and that was against Springfield. As both teams are about to enter the court for their warm-ups, like I was saying, Coyotes are looking for their first victory since December 1st as they come in with a 6-13 overall record. It's the Coyotes and the Rams coming up live on JockJive Sports as we're about to get this one underway here at the Monroeville campus at Coastal Alabama Community College. You're watching live on JockJive Sports. I'm Dallas Renzi. We'll be back in just a couple minutes for the starting lineups between the Rams and the Coyotes. And welcome back live here on JockJive Sports. Dallas Rincey here with you tonight. University of Mobile Junior Varsity in town here as the Rams looking for a victory here while the Coyotes are looking for their second victory in the month of January. They come in with a 3-8 home record. After a very successful season under head coach Chuck Taylor last year, Coyotes have yet to find their form here this year, but they're trying. They still have a good bit of the regular season left to try to make it up and clinch a spot in the postseason. They are currently Division II, but they are looking for a huge victory here tonight from their home crowd. As we'll take a look at Coastal North's statistics. In 19 games, they have 70.3 points per game. They're shooting 41.6 from the field, 35.8 three-point percentage, 68.9 from the free throw line, 33.7 rebounds per game, and 12.8 assists per game. As we're going to send it over to the public address announcer to announce the starters for both the Rams and the Coyotes here on JockJive Sports. So we'll take a look at the starters for tonight's game. First for the Coyotes, it'll be number 3, Mikey McIntosh, the leading scorer for the Coyotes this season, as he will get the nod here in this one. It'll be number 4, Shea Evans, number 5, Micah Willis, number 10, Abdul Bay, number 21, Joshua Whitehurst for the Coyotes. There's the whistle, and we are underway here in Monroeville. Glad you could be with us here live on JockJive Sports. Coyotes with the ball first, as they look to get off to an excellent start in front of their home crowd. Good ball movement here by the Coyotes as Whitehurst is unable to maintain control, stripped away by the Rams. An early turnover here, as we'll take a look at UM here tonight. As the Rams will have number 11, Kareem Harris, number 10, Stephen Gavin, number 20, Davon Carter-Ward, Seth Brooks will get the start in this one, and Tayshawn Washington for the Rams. Looking for our first bucket here in this one. Trying to drive in. Good defense here by Coyotes. Here's a 3. That'll be no good. Whitehurst with the rebound. And just about a minute into this first half. 20-minute halves here in Monroeville. Coyotes trying to get to 7-13 on the year. Tough start to the year, like I mentioned in the opening, but they're trying to turn around with a lot of the season left over. Here's McIntosh driving in, drives in and scores. Mickey McIntosh gives the Coyotes their first 2 points with authority with a slam. As Mickey McIntosh this season, 60.0 points per game, 57.8 shooting percentage, 7.5 rebounds per game. He's been an all-around player for head coach Chuck Taylor. As the Rams trying to answer here, that goes into the rim and in. Good bucket right there to even it up at 2. As that was Kareem Harris from Tallahassee, Florida, to put the Rams on the board 2-2 between the Rams and Coyotes. Abdul got a screen, pass here to Whitehurst. Whitehurst from McIntosh after a redirection, and he'll score the first 4 points of the game for Coastal North. Mickey McIntosh had a great game against LBW and the loss against the States. Here's Carter driving in. His shot rolls off the rim, rebounded here by the Coyotes. A couple of good opportunities by both teams. Mickey McIntosh with 4 points so far here in the first half. Coyotes with good pass. Here's McIntosh. McIntosh is going to be called for traveling with 17 minutes and 34 seconds left here in the first half. It will be Rams basketball. They are in all black, while the Coyotes are in gold here tonight. UM is under head coach Adam Spiller, assistant coach Nick Barstad, who's a grad student for the University of Mobile. Almost stripped away. Keeping possession here is the Rams. As Ward passes it here in the paint, trying to spin around, puts up a shot. No good. Rebound here by the Rams. Ball bumping up into the air, but it's going to be maintained here by the Rams. Shot, that's an air ball. Rebound here by Whitehurst. Long pass the other way. And that's going to be another travel. No, it's going to be a charging foul called to Shea Evans. Evans with 5.8 points per game this season. It's going to be called with the charge, and that is going to be the first foul of the game for the Coyotes. First one for either side. We are already 3 minutes into this one. Rams trying to set up a play here, directing traffic here. Here's Ward. Ward, nice spin right there, and puts up a shot to even it up at 4 apiece. Abdul coming up, 6.5 points per game this season with 28.0 shooting percentage from the field, 1.8 rebounds per game. Glad you to be with us here on JockJive. Matt Tosh was wide open. Evans couldn't get to him. Double team there, and a pass out from Ward. Maintain possession here. It's the Coyotes. McIntosh picks up the rebound after the missed shot and puts it back up. And the Coyotes with a 6-4 lead, as they will a timeout here by University of Mobile. 6-4, Coastal North in the lead. And since we have a break in the action, we'll take a look at our opponent profile. The University of Mobile Rams junior varsity team under head coach Adam Spiller, assistant coach Nick Barstead, as they have 7 players from the state of Alabama, 4 from Georgia, and 6 from Florida. As this is listed as a developmental team, I believe it's the first time since 2018 the University of Mobile, who is has a very talented basketball roster, to have a junior varsity team this year, bringing back that program since they have a good 40 players on their roster in varsity and junior varsity. Varsity team has played very well this year. Junior varsity, they've had a couple of battle-tested games against Bishop State and Coastal South, facing off here against Coastal North, making the trip here. 6-4 lead here, trying to drive in, and a nice bank shot right there by number 10, Stephen Galvin from Canton, Georgia. Ties it at 6. Here's McIntosh, and he's going to be called, or a foul's going to be here on the Rams. See who that foul's going to go towards. Looks like that's going to be called on number 5 for the Rams. Possession here for Coastal North. Whitehurst to Evans. Evans one-on-one. If he chooses, he'll pull up a jumper. Shot no good. Rebound here by Ward. 6-6 tied game right here. Rams trying to get their first three-pointer game. Nice passing here by the Rams. Chance here, wide open look for Ward. Shot no good. The rebound, however, is good for Mobile as they have their first lead of the night. 8-6, 5 minutes here in the first half. McIntosh has scored all 6 points so far for the Coyotes. Looking for help, he'll find Evans. Evans, Abdul drives in and scores. Great bucket right there from Abdul. And the point guard evens it up at 8 apiece. Here's Washington. Washington finds a teammate. Ward with a missed three on his last attempt. Washington trying to get a screen here by Ward. Guard here by McIntosh. Ward almost lost possession. The Rams able to keep it with 10 seconds left and counting here on the shot clock. 4 seconds left. They need a shot off. Pass intercepted. McIntosh the other way here. And McIntosh drives in and scores. Nice pass right there from Abdul. And the Coyotes have regained the lead 10-8. 6 minutes. Fast pace so far here in this one. The Rams have already used 1 timeout so far here in the first half. Trying to even it up at 10. They'll swing it out as Ward able to come up with the pass. Number 25. Originally we had him as number 20 for Mobile. Good pass in here. Here's a 3. And that one is good. 3 ball here working here for UM. As that is Kareem Harris from Tallahassee Florida with a 3-pointer. Back and forth we go here in the first half. Chance here. Pass in the paint. Here's Evans. Puts up a shot and scores. 12-11 Coyotes. Multiple lead changes here in the first half. Harris is stripped away, but is able to maintain possession. Here's Ward. Ward looking around, finds Harris for another 3. That's an air ball. Rebound here by Whitehurst. Whitehurst with a lot of speed the other way. Abdul. Wide open 3. That one is off the rim and rebounded here by the Rams. Under 13 minutes to go here in the first half. Multiple substitutions about to come in here for both teams. Ward looking for an outlet. Bounce pass here. As Carson Tyree has checked into the game. Here's a 3 here by Washington. No good. Couple of 3 opportunities for the Rams, but a couple of air balls so far. Good movement down the court. A 3. That one's no good. Rebounded here, but it'll be stripped away from Washington. But it'll be Coyotes basketball with exactly 12 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first half. So multiple substitutions coming here for Coastal North. They'll have Ethan Anderson, number 35, coming in as he gets his first minutes here in this game against the Rams. And number 2, Parker Williams, will check in as well. Whitehurst pulls up a jumper. That's off the rim and rebound here by the Rams. It's Washington closely guarded, but he's going to be called for traveling before he's able to get the pass off to his teammate. Stops clock at 12 minutes and 3 seconds to go. So Whitehurst, Parker Williams, number 1, Ozell Purifoy, who is averaging just 9.4 points per game, have checked in game. So is Ethan Anderson. McIntosh will remain in the game, and Anderson puts up a shot and scores. Great bucket right there to extend the lead to 3. The largest lead of the first half belongs to the Coyotes. It's only 3 points. The Rams can even up with a 3-pointer here. Tyree looking, finds Washington. Washington double cover, loses his balance, stripped away, and Williams able to get it away. And here's McIntosh the other way, loses a handle on the ball, but is able to find an outlet here. Anderson, the pass will not get to him. Coyotes have definitely shown some great transitions up the court and have led to some very good quality chances. Rams only down by 3, looking for a good bucket here, but it looks like it's going to be a foul here on Whitehurst. That'll be his first personal foul. We have not seen many fouls so far with 10 minutes and 57 seconds left here in the first half. 2 fouls for the Coyotes, 1 for Mobile. Pass in the paint, but a foul here by Ethan Anderson. Great pass right there to Carson Tyree, also from Tallahassee, Florida. And we'll have our first opportunity to see the Rams at the free throw line. So let's clock at 10 minutes and 56 seconds to go. Glad you could be with us here on JockJive. At halftime, we will have halftime interview with head coach Chuck Taylor as he discusses how his team has performed so far in the first 19 games of the season and what to expect for the remainder of the year. You'll check that interview out at halftime. Going 0 for 2 at the free throw line is Tyree. Coyotes quick transition underway. Traveling here called on Ozell Purifoy. Coyotes will make another substitution as Caleb Renfro will check in the game, number 23 for the Coyotes. Coyotes in gold, like I mentioned earlier. The Rams are in all black. We'll see who's going to... Once there was a foul called, yes, there will be a foul called on the Rams. That'll be their second personal foul. That was traveling at first, but it's going to be a foul called on the Rams. Renfro off the bench, and his shot is no good. Rams with a quick transition underway. There's Washington. Washington swings it out. Great passing here by the Rams. Stripped away, but Purifoy unable to come away with the turnover. Rams trying to set up a play, trying to get a screen here. And looks like possibly stepped out. Yes, he did. As number 21, Ellis Elabraji from Atlantic City, New Jersey, stepped out with 10 minutes and 18 seconds left. Still a 14-11 lead. We went back and forth between the two teams here in the opening 10 minutes. Sparker Williams will get the ball here. As we reach the halfway point of this first half, McIntosh will check back in, trying to drive in, but he'll be fouled before the Rams can turn it up the court. McIntosh with 6 points so far here in this first half. And now the Coyotes will get their first opportunity at the free throw line after the Rams went 0-2 on their first trip. And we'll talk about McIntosh later in the broadcast as well as he makes his first free throw. Trying to go 2 for 2 at the line. 15-11 lead, Coyotes. Looking for their 7th victory of the season at home. 2 for 2 is Mickey McIntosh to make it 16-11. Coyotes starting to have a full court press here, draining some clock on the shot clock. That'll be a foul here on Purifoy as he fouls number 21, Ellis Abraji. 4 fouls for Coyotes, 3 for the Rams here in this first half. Dallas Rinzi with the coverage here tonight. 7 o'clock start time, Monday Night Basketball here at Monroeville. Coyotes have done a phenomenal job so far defensively. They have not given the Rams many golden opportunities. The Rams hardly been able to have any grade A opportunities, but a foul coming up. It'll be on Ozell Purifoy, and he's got to be careful here. He's got 2 personal fouls in just a couple of minutes here in the first half. That'll bring up Abraji, number 21, Ellis Abraji, to the free throw line. And he misses it. The Rams have started off 0 for 3 from the free throw line here in the first half. Trying to cut into the deficit, down by 5. And he misses both free throws as well. 0 for 4 at the free throw line for the Rams, and those are 4 big free throws that could cost the Rams later in this broadcast. Anderson spins around and scores and one. Ethan Anderson, who has 3.1 rebounds per game, but he's got himself 4 points and a chance to convert the and one. Substitution here for the Rams, as Tyree will be subbed out, and number 25 for the Rams, Davon Carter-Ward, will check in. Coyotes on the other side have converted on all 3 of their possible free throws so far. The Rams are 0 for 4 to start this game. Another full court press here for the Coyotes. Good pass, and they'll swing it out. Wide open 3 in the corner. It's in and out. And it'll be rebounded here by the Coyotes. Quick transition underway. Here's Purifoy. Purifoy drives in. Can't get shot to score. It's going to be tipped up, and the Rams might have a chance here. That is going to go off the foot. Parker Williams chased back. Chasing after was number 21, Abraji, with the yellow basketball shoes on. Substitution here for the Coyotes. 8 minutes and 58 seconds to go here in the first half. As Micah Willis will check back in for Coastal North. Here's a 3 here, and that one's off the rim. Rebound here by Parker Williams. Coyotes with another quick transition away. Williams stops. He'll get the pass back. Trying to direct traffic here. McIntosh will get the ball here. 8.5 to go. Anderson with 5 points so far. He's been able to provide some great bench points so far for Coastal North. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They need to get a shot off, but it's going to be a foul. And it looks like Willis might have been contacted near the face. Substitutions again for Coyotes, 1 for the Rams as well. As Abdul Bay will come in for Coastal North. As he will pass it in from the baseline. Finds the man. 3 in the corner. No good. Rebound here. But it'll be taken away here by Ward. Coming back the other way. McIntosh with a block. But it looks like it's going to be a foul. And McIntosh is having a conversation with the official. He thought he did not make contact. Had his hands up before the contact was made. Hard collision on the court as well by Abraji as he was trying to drive in. McIntosh, that'll be his first personal foul. Still having a conversation with the official. Can the Rams finally cash in on their first free throw of the night? Abraji scores. And the Rams now 1 for 5 from the free throw line. Head coach Chuck Taylor still not liking the call that was just made. 2 for 2 at the line for Abraji. And it's 19 to 13. 8 minutes and 11 seconds to go. It's number 21, Joshua Whitehurst, will check in. 10.8 points per game. 35.1 shooting percentage from the field. And 3.2 rebounds per game. As he will check back in here for Coastal North. McIntosh. Renfro off the hands of Whitehurst was able to keep it in bounds. McIntosh with 12 seconds on shot clock. He's a drive and score! McIntosh with the slam. 8 points tonight for Mickey McIntosh. And the sophomore just having a phenomenal first half for the Coyotes. Can the Rams answer? 21 to 13, Washington trying to drive in on Anderson. No foul. Great defense there by Anderson. And Whitehurst is going to be called for traveling. Whitehurst was trying to turn up the court, but he believed he was fouled beforehand. But it's going to be Rams basketball with 7 minutes and 25 seconds left here in the first half. They'll pass it in here. Ward trying to drive in, and that is going to spin off the rim. No good there. Can't get anything to fall is Seth Brooks, who missed the last bucket for University of Mobile, the junior varsity team for the University of Mobile. Abdul trying to pass it back, but he's going to be fouled, and he's going to have 2 opportunities at the free throw line. Well, what a slam by Mickey McIntosh just moments ago. Scored the first 6 points of the game for Coastal North. And a slam, he's got 8 points so far. One of the leading scorers for Coastal North this year. And that's going to be the first free throw miss by the Coyotes here tonight. 6.5 points per game is Abdul. He'll go 1 for 2 from the free throw line to extend the lead to 22-13. University of Mobile Rams, they faced off against Bishop State and Coastal South, like I mentioned earlier this season. Here's Brooks in the corner. No good, but a good rebound there. He'll get the pass back. Almost triple guard. He'll lose the basketball. McIntosh will come up with possession. And almost stripped away. Whitehurst with a good follow-up on the pass. Whitehurst with a D3. Good! (25-13). We haven't seen many 3 balls here tonight, but the Coyotes have cashed in on them. Brooks looking around, finds a man in the paint, bounce pass, good passing, 3 in the corner. And the Rams return the favor with a 3 ball of their own. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. It's been a very entertaining game so far. McIntosh spins around, and 1! Mickey McIntosh with a phenomenal first half. We'll see if McIntosh will go to the line. So the bucket will be good, and it'll be a timeout on the court. It'll go to the University of Mobile. And they had the timeout earlier, so they have 4 timeouts remaining. Coyotes still have all 6 of their timeouts, as we'll stay here on the broadcast with 5 minutes and 57 seconds to go. We'll take a look at a January recap for the Coyotes. Overall, they are 1-4 so far in January. Conference, they are 1-2, as that win came against Wallace-Selma 67-62 on January 11th. Their losses included against Louisiana Knights, Chipola, Enterprise State, and LBW. LBW was the previous matchup for the Coyotes, as they are allowing an average of 70 points per game against their opponents, and they're just scoring 62.2 points per game, so that's something they need to change moving forward in the season. But Coastal North, they faced off against a bunch of tough opponents this season, Chipola being one of them, the Louisiana Knights being another team that gave them fits earlier in the season. But head coach Chuck Taylor said his team can compete with anybody in the country, especially in the ACCC. They got a long way to go in the standings. We'll talk about that later in the broadcast. But head coach Chuck Taylor met with our very own Robert Williamson for an interview at halftime. We'll have that streaming with 5 minutes and 57 seconds to go. So look forward to the halftime interview with Coastal North's head coach Chuck Taylor. That'll be coming up next. We'll start that interview as soon as we go to halftime. The 2 teams talk it over in the locker rooms. So I'm Dallas Lindsay with the coverage here in this one. Coastal North looking for their 7th victory of the season, trying to prove their home record. They're just 3-8 on the year, but they are trying to get to 4-8 at home. This is a non-conference game, but Coastal North knows how important this game is, facing off against the University of Mobile. Trying to convert the and one is Mickey McIntosh. McIntosh is going to be subbed out for Evans. And instead of going to the bench, he'll go straight to the restroom. What a phenomenal first half for Mickey McIntosh. Rams trying to respond here. Down 28-16. It was 11-10 at one point here in the first half. The Rams unable to get the three ball going, and it continues. They've only made one three ball so far. Tyree drives in and scores, following up on the rebound. Second chance point here that has not come at many so far in the first half for the Rams. Rams will also have number 13, Trey Durant, who now has the basketball, checking into the game here for the Coyotes. Whitehurst is on the court, Abdul. And number 24, Breshawn Williams, who is averaging 2.0 rebounds per game. That pass will go off the hands of Whitehurst. It'll be Rams basketball. Down by 10 with 5 minutes and 2 seconds to go. But the JV Rams, under the head coach Adam Spiller and assistant coach Nick Barstead, who's a graduate assistant, helps out with the Rams varsity team. For the first time since, I believe, 2018, the Rams having a junior varsity team. That shot is blocked by Evans. While picking up his rebound, they'll swing it out for a three. That one no good. Rebounded here by Abdul. Coyotes will come back the other way. Nice pass to Evans. And that one no good. Rebound here by Williams. His shot's no good. Rams with possession. 2-on-2 the other way. Trying to drive in, and he will score. Kareem Harris with the bucket. 28-20. Under 5 minutes to go. Evans puts up a jumper. He'll score. Good 4 to 5 minutes where it was good defense. Now both teams starting to pick up the pace offensively. 30-20. Coyotes in the lead. Ward able to find Kareem Harris. Harris gets around his man. Puts up a floater. Shot is no good. Was able to stand on the rim for just a little bit. 3-on-2 the other way. Abdul back to Whitehurst for a three. Good. Whitehurst with his second three-pointer of the night. That sends the lead 33-20. Washington bounce pass here to Ward. Ward's thought about driving in. Looks for an outlet. Finds a man. Harris driving in here. His shot's blocked by Evans. And we'll see what the call's going to be here. It'll be Rams basketball here. Washington bounce pass here to Ward. Ward with a nice spin. Can't get the shot to go. And two Coyotes with miscommunication deflect the ball out of bounds with 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go. 33-20, still your score. Finds a pass here. Under 20 seconds to go. And a foul called here. Woodside doesn't go to Durant, I believe. Or number 21, Josh Whitehurst. So it'll be 2 free throws here for the Rams. It's number 11, Kareem Harris from Tallahassee, Florida. Free throws no good. Rebound here by Durant. And Durant comes storming back the other way. Nice pass to Evans. He is fouled and one. Multiple opportunities tonight for the Coyotes to convert the and one. Substitution here as Braden Wilson will be subbed out. Evans will go to the free throw line. And he will make it. Coyotes have only missed 1 free throw tonight, while the Rams have missed their first 4 free throws. They went 2 for 4. Or they went 2 for 2 at the free throw line the last trip. They missed the last one. That'll be a 3 in the corner here. No good, but following up on the play. Great play right there from O'Reilly Matthews. 36-22. Under 3 minutes to go. Abdul to Trey Durant. With 15 seconds on shot clock. Abdul, a 3 in the corner. It's in and out. Rebound here by Williams. No, it's stripped away here by O'Reilly. O'Reilly. Good movement here by the Rams. Driving in. Now blocking foul called here on Whitehurst. No, Abdul. Abdul with the blocking foul. There'll be 2 free throws here. 8 fouls for Coyotes, 7 for the University of Mobile. Good old Monday night basketball. Coyotes, Rams battling out here in Monroeville. That shot will be good on the free throw. First free throw for Kareem Harris. He missed his last free throw. It was a 1-and-1. 2 minutes, 26 seconds to go. Can't get to go. Williams with the rebound. Durant will come back the other way to Whitehurst. Whitehurst pulls up a jumper. Can't get to go. Evans fights for the rebound, but it'll be popped up, and the Rams come back the other way with Washington. Washington. Harris for 3. No good. Rebound here by Tyree. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Harris looking for a bounce pass. Got to Tyree. He scores. Rams not going away this easily so far. They're on a nice run. Down 36-25. It's an 11-point lead here for Coyotes. Like I mentioned, this is a non-conference game. Whitehurst gets a screen. Puts up a floater. That one's no good. Bounce for the rebound. Rebound here by Ward. Trying to drive in Harris, but nicely defend here is Abdul. Washington. Here's a 3. That one's no good. Rebound here by the Rams. They'll tip another 3. That one's good. Kareem Harris with the 3. And it's 36-28. 1 minute to go here in the first half. We got a couple of substitutes coming in here for the Coyotes. Here's a 3 for Whitehurst in the corner. That one's no good. And Ward falls to the ground, but is able to move it forward. Abdul is able to come away with the turnover. Whitehurst. Dabo going for a 3. He'll drive in. He is fouled. We'll see who the foul's going to be. I believe it's going to be on number 50, Carson Tyree. Also from Tallahassee, Florida, as he fouls Whitehurst, who's slow to get up at the moment. Subs clock at 49.1 seconds to go, so it'll be 2 free throws here for Whitehurst, who's made 2 3-pointers so far. Misses the first one. Whitehurst is 84.1% from the free throw line. Impressive numbers. He'll make the second free throw. Send the lead to 37-28, still 49.1 seconds to go. Mickey McIntosh is going to check back in. And so will Jack Busan. Will come in for the Coyotes as well as the clock continues to dwindle down here. Getting the screen here, Washington. Ward looking around. Bounce pass here to Tyree. Tyree will swing it out. Trying to connect in the paint, but Mickey McIntosh steals it away. McIntosh is stripped away. McIntosh over. Finds a man, that's Willis. As he will be fouled with 24.3 seconds to go. Did get a score update prior to the game, as we had Coastal South facing off against Calhoun Community College. The Coyotes from Bay Minette, Alabama, with a 90-64 victory over Calhoun. That's a big win right there for Coastal South. As the free throw is good from Willis. Just averaging 6.8 points per game. He'll go 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Shot clock has been turned off here in the first half. This might be the final shot for the Rams. Coyotes trying to keep it at a 10-point lead going into halftime here at Monroeville. And like I said, we're going to have our interview with head coach Chuck Taylor with our very own Robert Williamson here on JockJive. Passing the paint. Unable to get it. Willis 1 second to go. The pass to Evans, not in time. So going into halftime, it will be a 38-28 lead for Coastal North. And you know what that means. We have our head coach interview with our very own Chuck Taylor, Coastal North. So we'll go straight to that interview here at halftime. 38-28 Coyotes over the University of Mobile Junior Varsity Rams. We'll be back here on JockJive. Enjoy the interview. We'll be back for the second half.
Great to have with us at halftime Chuck Taylor, head men's basketball coach at Coastal Alabama North. Coach, how are you?
Wonderful. Good morning to you. How's everything?
Everything is good on this end as well. Let's talk about basketball there at Coastal Alabama North. I want to go back a year ago. 1 year ago, you advanced to the conference tournament as the 1 seed, did you not?
Yes, correct. That is correct.
So you come into this season with great anticipation and still season nowhere close to over, but I know you, and it hasn't quite been the season you had anticipated.
Right. Well, last year we had a very experienced team. 15 guys, 12 of them was transfers, three freshmen. So, whereas this year I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum where we have 12 freshmen and 2 sophomores. So it's just it's what happens is you take that experience for granted until you don't have it anymore. My young men are working very hard. They're learning, the college game in regards from coming from high school to college, and there's a numerous jump from the high school game to the college game, just like there's a numerous jump from when they leave us and go on to their next destination. And the biggest thing is strength, experience, speed, and knowledge of the game. There's more things that you have to learn. Practices are different because probably 80 to 90% of the high schools across the country, you have probably 1 or 2 college players on each team. Now there are some teams that has more, but for the most part, I'm talking about as a majority, you have 1 or 2 college players. So now you get to college, everybody was the best player on their team. So, there's a learning curve, and especially the way that we do things defensively, offensively, it's not as open as it probably was in high school. So there's a big learning curve, but they're doing well. They're adjusting. We're still competing at a high level. And then, we play one of the toughest schedules in America. I mean, you've had an opportunity to broadcast some of the teams that we've had come to Monroeville, Alabama, and I don't even know if our town really understand the magnitude of the teams that I've had come here.
Well, as a matter of fact, most recently, the current number 14 team in the country, Chipola, at one point, I think it was Indian Hills, was 7 when you played them.
Yep.
Is it a fair
Southwest Mississippi was in the top 25 at that time as well.
So a very tough schedule for Coastal North. Is it a fair assessment that your team can play with anybody? They proved it against the Indian Hills. They proved it against the Chipola. Indian Hills took them to the end of the ball game. Chipola, it was a halftime, I think, 2-point contest. So is it a fair assessment that if your team puts together 40 solid minutes, they can play with anybody in the country?
Well, the talent is definitely there. So we've proven that we can compete at that level. again, where we're lacking is the experience, and how you get experience is you got to go through the trenches and go through the war. So always kind of relegated to, you take the Michigan Wolverines. It took them 3 times to get to the CFP to finally get over that hump. The first year they really struggled against them. Well, and it's an unfair assessment because Georgia, the Philadelphia Eagles are Georgia. That year they won the title. And then the next year, they took a TCU team lightly. It was their second year in, and then boom, finally they were able to knock the doors in. And I think if we continue to grow and get better, I know that teams probably are not going to want to play us late in the season, because that's usually when our teams are playing their best ball. And if I'm able to do a good thing and retain the guys that I have, the future is bright.
Is that difficult for you as a coach, though, to know that it is a transition? It is something that takes time, especially with the younger players. I watch you there on the sidelines, and there do seem to be moments of frustration on your part.
Yeah, well, there's moments of frustration because that you work on certain things, and there's things that you can handle and deal with, and then there's things that you work on time and time again, and they're still happening. Those are the frustrating parts of things. But then there's a lot of things that, give you an example. You take Mikey McIntosh, who's a transfer sophomore. Beginning of the year, he was about 20% from the free throw line. So, and he got there on a regularity. So, but we've worked on it, and now he's almost at 70. So those are the growth processes that you see. We turned the ball over at an enormous rate early in the year. Now we turn the ball over about 13, 14 times a game, which is probably right where we need to average. Well, we were at 25, 28. So, like teams presses, I don't worry about presses anymore. They finally got it figured out, how the things that we need to do to press, to beat a press. So, yes, there's some frustrations when our rotations on our defense is not where it needs to be. There's some frustrations when we gamble, but that's just youth. And, just got to you just got to keep working and keep watching film, and hopefully eventually they'll see what you see, because the way that I see basketball, the way I see it from the bench, they're sitting over there. They probably don't see it from that perspective. They see what they're supposed to do at their particular position, where I see the whole big picture of things. So there's some frustration, but then there's a lot of positives that go into it as well.
Do you see yourself as adjusting your style or your way of coaching or your approach to the ball game based on kids that are definitely different today than they were 10 years ago or 20 years ago? So do you see that you've got to sometimes adjust coaching, or do you see it more as the player needs to adjust their style?
Well, it's a little bit of both. And what I mean by that is obviously, the players are a little different because I think they're raised different. I think our generation is different in regards to, when I grew up, it was you were raised tougher. And what I mean by that is, your next door neighbor, your neighbor 2 doors down, they had the right to correct you, and it wasn't going to be a big deal. That's what yes, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, and you corrected whatever behavior you were displaying at that time, and you move forward. Where you move 30, 40 years forward, now things have changed a lot in regards to that type of upbringing. It's not the same. Your neighborhoods have changed. They're more integrated than what they ever been before. And so, your goal has got to be, as long as you can show them that you care about them, and that gives you the opportunity to coach them. And I always make sure that I preference everything, that this is never a personal attack on you or your character. Because I have great, the team I have great young men. I mean, very respectable, very well liked around campus, do well in school. I don't have any issues in that area. So I have to make sure that they understand, boom, I care for you. So, if there's ever an issue, me and my staff, we're going to be there. However, I am going to coach you, and coaching you and caring for you are two totally different things. Now, there's one thing, if I didn't care about you, then you would probably know that based off how my interactions would be with you. But I care about you, so therefore that gives me the right to have that opportunity to coach you hard, because I want to get you better, and I know that that's the only way that you're going to be able to reach your ceiling. And this is told to them in the recruiting process as well.
You faced adversity during the course of the season, injuries. I know Chi Evans sat out about 7 games. Abdul Bayi sat out 3 or 4. You've had some recent injuries as well. And plus, coming out of the Christmas holidays, you lose your leading scorer unexpectedly. So how difficult has it been to overcome those adversities?
Well, the biggest difference is, last year, I don't think it would have been as big a blow because we were so deep and we had a bunch of experienced guys. We had guys that had been in college 1-2 years, COVID sophomores. We just had, you take, Carl Parker, Jackson Kennedy, John Hart, Nate Brayton. Those guys were all, older guys who have already had experienced college for 1 or 2 years. You take Carl, who had sat out a year, sat out 2 years actually, because he was, he went home for COVID, then he took another year off because he just wasn't mentally prepared to come back to school at that time. So they were a much older group, and their talent, not only were they talented, but they were older and more mature. So things were a lot easier to them because they had already experienced. Where you take a younger group and you lose, you lose Shea Evans for 7 games, you lose your point guard and Abdul Bayi for 4 games, and now you got freshmen, going into those roles, and it's a little difficult, but it's great for the freshmen because it gives them an opportunity to get out there and compete and get them to learn. So that I think the sky is definitely looking up for us, and I look forward to us finishing out the year strong and having an opportunity to make the conference tournament, and then because that's all you want to do is get to the conference tournament and see what happens from there. So yeah, we've had our trials and tribulations, but we got a good group, and we just got to keep working and keep fighting.
Here we are about midway through the season. So are the goals the same today as they were at the start of the year?
Well, I got this saying that I say, the standard is the standard. We don't change the standard. We don't change the expectations. The expectations is whatever opponent is in front of us, we have to go out to compete and give ourselves every opportunity to win the game. So give you an example. We went to Snead State. Snead's a very good school. Been traditionally done very well in our conference. They won our conference tournament a year ago. Went on and represented us at the national tournament in Hutchinson, Kansas. We went up there. We fought tooth and nail. 2.3 seconds left in the game. They took the ball out on sideline towards our bench, and threw it in. One dribble, 35-footer, banks it in. As I told our young man after the game, we didn't even make it to the locker room. I gathered them up at half court and I said, hey, look, all I ask for you guys is to give us an opportunity to win. You gave us that opportunity. He made a one dribble contested 3-point shot, bank off the glass. It just wasn't our night. It wasn't in the cards for us to win this ball game. However, you gave us every opportunity to win that ball game. So, those are the learning moments where, you can't rant and rave because you did what you needed to do to go on a road in a tough, hostile environment, and you're up with 2.3. Now, you go back 3 weeks earlier, we did the same thing to a Southwest Mississippi team. The luck was in ours. We bring it in, boom. I don't think it was 35 feet. It might have been 25 feet, but we get a bank. It goes in. We win the game. So I told our guys after that game, I don't never be disappointed I don't get too high on the high or too low on the lows when you win at the buzzer, because if you do this long enough, you're going to be on both sides of it.
Coach, it is always great to talk with you, to watch Coastal North. Some great basketball there in Monroeville. As a matter of fact, I encourage fans, they need to come out and watch these guys play some super basketball. And I, like you, anticipating great things by the end of the year. Thanks for being our guest at halftime.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. And as you said, we want to get those stands packed as always.
And welcome back to the second half. We hope you enjoyed the interview with our very own Robert Williamson as he interviewed head coach Chuck Taylor about how the season has gone so far and how his Coyotes can finish strong and the tough opponents they have played this year, especially against Capola, who they faced off in January. As that'll be a foul in the paint. Looks like it's going to be a pushing foul here on the Rams, 38-28. Coyotes in the lead. They are in all gold, while the Rams are in all black. As we'll take a look at the stains in our next stoppage of play, but right now Coyotes, they've had to be very pleased with what they've seen so far. That's going to be another foul as McIntosh was trying to drive in. Looks like it's going to be a foul here on Washington. Looks like we got two quick fouls here on Mobile with 19 minutes and 34 seconds to go. Glad you to be with us here on JockJive Sports. I'm Dallas Renzi with the coverage here tonight. Monday Night Basketball here at the Monroeville campus at Coastal Alabama Community College. Looking for a fast, McIntosh will get it. So it'll be McIntosh, Abdul, Evans, Whitehurst, and Willis to lead things off here for the Coyotes with a very good first half. McIntosh with a great start in the first half, as that is poked out by number 11, Kareem Harris, who had a couple of three-pointers in that first half. Stops at 19 minutes and 21 seconds. But two fouls so far here by the Rams in the first 30 seconds of the second half. Willis gets a shot off. No. It'll be a 24-second violation on Coastal North. And a quick substitution here by Chuck Taylor, as it'll be number 13, Trey Durant, about to be subbed in here. Officials having a quick word with 19 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the second half. As Durant will be subbed in for Willis, who could not get the shot off before the shot clock violation. So an early mistake there for Coastal North. But Mickey McIntosh with just a outstanding first half. Drove in some highlight reel dunks. That will be stripped away. And here's Evans on a fast break the other way. Pass to Durant, and Durant cannot get to go, but he is going to be fouled while going up for the shot. Durant had an opportunity for an and-one, but could not get to go, and immediately coming off the bench has a chance here to give the Coyotes their first point of this second half, and he does. Coyotes and Rams went back and forth in the first 10 minutes, and then the Coyotes were able to jump ahead. They had a couple of big leads that involved 11 and 12-point leads like they have right now, up by 12, 40-28 here in the first minute of the second half. And that pass is going to miss out on number 14, Seth Brooks. And number 20, Devon Carter-Ward, was looking for the intended receiver. Could not get to him, and now the Coyotes will take over. We've seen that a couple of times and a couple of air balls on some three-point attempts. Here's Durant. The ball driving in, finds Whitehurst with a couple of three-pointers. Abdul bounce pass to McIntosh. McIntosh to Evans. Pulls up a jumper and scores. Great passing here by the Coyotes on that possession. They're back up 42-28. Rams just trying to find some kind of continuity. Durant will tip it out of bounds. And the Rams just having a very hard time finding some offense under head coach Adam Spiller, assistant coach Nick Barstad. Glad you could be with us here on this Monday night. Coastal South, the Coyotes from Bay Minette came away with a victory against Calhoun Community College. Can Coastal North do the same here on this Monday night? Jumper, that shot no good. Whitehurst with the rebound. Whitehurst turns it up court to Abdul. Abdul to Trey Durant. Abdul with a three-pointer. Good! And a very quick timeout here by the University of Mobile. They are furious on their sideline as they will take a timeout. They used both of their timeouts in that first half. And another timeout charge here to the University of Mobile JV team. And that will give us a quick chance to take a look at the standings in Division II basketball in the ACCC. Snead State currently in first place. The Parsons with a 14-6 overall record, 6-1 in the conference. Chat Valley is second, 14-6 as well. 5-2, however, in the conference. Bevel State is in third. That's who Coastal North will be facing off in their next matchup. Big conference game right there coming up for the Coyotes. But Bevel State they're 10-9, 3-2 in the conference. LBW is in fourth place at 5-10, 4-3 in the conference. Coastal North just lost to them. Coyotes in a very interesting spot. Currently 8th place so far in their conference, looking for some big victories that can get that rolling here tonight in their non-conference game. They had a big win against Wallace Selma a couple weeks ago. That shot will be no good by Brooks. Evans with the rebound. But trying to drive their way up in the standings. Abdul to Evans. Evans pulls up a jumper. Can't get the shot go. McIntosh with the rebound. McIntosh drives in. His floater is no good. Evans with the rebound. Puts it back up and scores. McIntosh and Evans controlling the paint here for the Coyotes tonight. Just about 3 minutes here in this second half. The Rams have yet to score here in this second half. 3 ball. No good. Rebound here by Whitehurst as he turns up court here for Coastal North. Whitehurst trying to drive in. Puts it out here to Abdul. Is able to keep his feet in balance. Whitehurst for 3. No good. Rebound here by the Rams. As Coyotes looking for their 4th victory of the season at home. They have not won a home game since they faced off against the JV team of Spring Hill back on December 1st. That's poked away, and Mobile will retain possession near the near sideline. But it was against Spring Hill JV, the last home victory for the Coastal North Coyotes here in Monroeville. Trying to snap that losing streak. Try and come out with their 2nd victory here in the month of January with 16 and a half minutes to go with a very big lead. It was 38-28 at halftime. Trying to drive in. Brooks' shot is no good, but he was fouled. And Brooks a little bit slow to get up, grimacing some pain over on this right leg. Well, looks like he will go to the free throw line. Trying to muscle through it. Seth Brooks from Indiana. They're on the junior varsity team, also known as the developmental team for the University of Mobile. First time they've had this team since 2018. With a giant roster, trying to develop some promising playing time for all of these young players, hoping to make it to the varsity level in the next couple of years. Brooks would go 1 for 2 from the free throw line on that trip. 16 minutes and 22 seconds to go. The Rams trying to create a turnover on a full court press. Renfro subbed into the game. Pass to McIntosh. McIntosh will score. And we're back to a 20-point lead here for the Coyotes. 49-29 your score here. We'll take a look at our player spotlight in our next stoppage of play. Ward spins around, puts up a floater shot, no good. It'll be Coyotes basketball as McIntosh had to fight off 2 Rams for the loose ball. And the Rams are able to punch out with 15 minutes and 50 seconds to go. It's been a great game so far offensively for the Coyotes. Rams have struggled offensively. They've scored only 1 point so far in over 4 minutes of play. Renfro trying to get to McIntosh. Fights for the ball, and Abdul comes up way with the basketball and takes a deflection off Renfro. And it'll be Rams basketball. Three fouls so far for the Rams here in the second half, 1 by the Coyotes. Coyotes had hardly any fouls in that first half, especially in the first 10 minutes of the game. Washington looking for an outlet. Finds a man. Galvin. Galvin with a handful of points so far. Swings out. Brooks for 3. No good off the rim. Gavin comes up with a rebound. It was stripped away by Evans. No foul call, but it'll be Mobile basketball. University Mobile from Saraland, Alabama. And I've heard from the manager that the University Mobile JV team will have a couple of home games at University Mobile at their own Farr Gymnasium. Traveling called here on Ward. Rams trying to cause another turnover here. Abdul back to Durant. Durant swings it out here. Renfro in the corner. Can't get it to go. Evans with the rebound. He'll put it back up. Can't get that one to go either. And a foul's going to be called here after Evans on his third or fourth chance in the paint. But he'll go to the free throw line here. .14 and 46 seconds to go. Coyotes will be going on the road in their next matchup against Bevel State on January 25th, as that free throw is good. And the Coyotes have finally eclipsed 50 points here in tonight's game. 50-29. They are on a 13-1 run here in this second half. Definitely what head coach Chuck Taylor expected his team to come out. Not a bad first half, but he felt like his team could have played a lot better here. Getting some experience with some of the Coyote stars and some of the bench players getting some great playing time. McIntosh with the rebound. He'll come storming back the other way. Mickey McIntosh with a nice move. Pass it out here to Abdul. Abdul. Nice pass to Evans. Evans out to Renfro. Renfro is going to be shoved down. It looks like it's going to be a foul on number 21, Ellis Elbraji. Soft strike at 14 minutes and 14 seconds to go. No free throws this time here for the Coyotes. As you see their cheer squad on the baseline. Also with the Coyotes mascot, Evans. Will thought about going for a dunk, but he'll get 2 easy points right there. Extend the lead 53-29. What a heck of a second half here for the Coyotes to start in the opening 6 minutes. Trying to drive in. Can't get it, goes Abraji. McIntosh comes back the other way. Passes it up to Abdul. Abdul with the layup. 55-29. Great defense here by the Coyotes. Trying to continue. Brooks for a 3. In and out. Evans with the rebound. Here come the Coyotes here. Renfro. Back to Abdul. Abdul with a wide open look. Can't get it to go. Rebound here by the Rams. 55-29. Rams, can they end the scoring drought? That one's no good. Rebound here by Washington. Brooks gets it back and is able to get it to go in. Wide open look. And to make sure it went into the bucket. 3 points here in the first 7 minutes for the Rams here in the second half. They were only trailing by 10 going into halftime. They're now 55-31. Durant trying to get around his man. Swings it back to McIntosh. McIntosh drives in. Nice move in the paint and scores. Mickey McIntosh has definitely hit double digits here in this one. A phenomenal game by number 3. Probably will get a quick breather at the next stoppage with 12.5 minutes to go. Brooks looking around. Finds Washington. Washington. Abraji for 3. No good. Abdul with a rebound. Abdul. Renfro attempts a 3. That one's offline. That'll be tipped ahead to Washington. Washington bounce pass here. Oh, blocked by Renfro. Abdul comes back the other way. Here's McIntosh. McIntosh is going to be fouled. And so he'll be fouled here by number 14, Seth Brooks. What a heck of a block the other way by Renfro. McIntosh looks like he's going to be subbed out, but it looks like he'll have to attempt these 2 free throws before he can head to the bench. Looks like a couple of bench players get some opportunities here, and McIntosh cannot convert on the first free throw. Willis will check in. Number 2, Parker Williams, as well as Ozell Purifoy, number 1. Evans will stay in. McIntosh is going to stay in for the moment. Don't know if he's going to attempt the free throw and be subbed out with 12:04 left here in the second half. Missed the first free throw. Can't get the second one to go. 0 for 2 trip there for Mickey McIntosh. McIntosh, like Chuck Taylor mentioned in the halftime interview, struggled at the free throw line at the beginning of the season. Has got his average up to about 50 or 60%. Average will go down at 0-2 trip, but he has definitely played a lot better over the last couple of games and over the course of the season. Evans will be subbed out for number 35, Ethan Anderson. Anderson with 5 points so far. All of those 5 points coming in the first half. Converted the and one earlier in that one as well. This is Parker Williams. So everybody's subbed out besides Mickey McIntosh. Washington with the steal. Washington comes back the other way. What a heck of a move, he scores. Looked like he was going to go for the dunk, but was able to get the 2 points on a phenomenal move by Tyshawn Washington. Those are 2 big points right there. Almost a backcourt violation. Looks like they'll replay it here as Washington with a nice play right there on Williams with 11:06 to go. Abdul, who's just subbed out, is going to come back in. See who he's going to sub back in for. It'll be Parker Williams with 11:06 to go. Coyotes basketball here. Abdul will get the basketball with a 3-pointer so far here. Anderson with the screen. Abdul back to Mickey McIntosh. Abdul swings it out. Corner 3. Good by Willis. And it is 60-33. Coyotes in complete control here tonight. Back and forth in the first 10 minutes, but the Coyotes have been on a nice run. Here's a 3 air ball, but a foul here on Willis. On Dallas Skinner, number 13. And Dallas Skinner will go to the free throw line to attempt some free throws here. Dallas Skinner from Jacksonville, Florida, will attempt his first 2 free throws of tonight's game with 10 minutes and 34 seconds to go. Skinner converts. Make it 60-34. Two for 2. Actually, it's going to be 3 free throws since he was fouled beyond the arc. 2 for 2 so far here for Dallas Skinner. Trying to go 3 for 3. The Jacksonville native. He does it. Excellent job by Dallas Skinner converting free throws. The Rams missed their first 4 free throws of tonight's game. Abdul back to Willis with the last personal foul by number 5. 10.5 minutes to go. Coyotes in complete control, but can the Rams get on a rally here to pull off a stunner here at Monroeville? Anderson back to Purifoy. Abdul gets the screen here by McIntosh. Abdul drives in, puts up a jumper, no good. The Rams with 3 of them fighting for it. Skinner comes away with the rebound. We have reached the halfway point here in Monroeville. Here's a 3 in the deep corner. No good. Willis with the rebound. Abdul, McIntosh is over his head. 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Whitehurst is going to sub in here for Abdul. Rams with a nice rally so far. Scored 3 points through the first 7 minutes. of the second half. Ward spins around, looks for a pass, finds Tyree, that's stripped away. Anderson, and between his legs, able to get it here to Whitehurst. Whitehurst the other way. A three in the corner, in and out. Rebound here by Tyree. Skinner comes back the other way. Skinner, hauled here by Willis, finds Washington. Washington to Tyree, trying to drive in on Anderson. Anderson with great defense. And Whitehurst will come back the other way on a 3-on-2. Lobs it up and a slam by Jose Purifoy. A slam with some authority. Ward stripped away by Purifoy. And a foul here on the Coyotes. Purifoy does not like the call. Talked about an alley-oop the other way. You'll be seeing that play time and time again here on JockJive. 9 minutes to go here in the second half in regulation. Like I said, next stoppage, let's take a look at our player spotlight for the game. Well-known player for the Coyotes this year. Pass here in the paint. Bounce pass here to Skinner. Skinner looking around, trying to direct traffic. Swings it out here to Washington. Tyree. Here's a three. That one's good for the Rams. 62-39 after a big three right there by Stephen Galvin. Whitehurst looking around, bounces it here to McIntosh. McIntosh trying to drive in with 3 Rams on him. He scores. 64-39. Mickey McIntosh having himself a night. Washington. Here's Gavin again for 3. Off the backboard and in. Back-to-back possession here for the Rams. It's 2 3-pointers here. Here's Whitehurst. Can the Coyotes respond? Whitehurst. Nice screen here by McIntosh. Loses the handle at first. Back to McIntosh. McIntosh swings it out here. 3 in the corner. No good. Skinner with the rebound. Now Skinner will take it into Coyotes territory here. Can the Rams get on a rally here? 22 minutes to go. Gavin, a 3. He is on fire. 3 straight 3-pointers here for the Rams. And it comes off the hands of number 10, Stephen Galvin from Canton, Georgia. What a big swing of events. This game is not over yet. The Rams are making this interesting here with 7 minutes and 39 seconds to go. While we have a breaking the action, we'll take a look at our player spotlight. It'll be number 3, Mickey McIntosh, sophomore. He has played 19 games this year, 16 points per game, 57.8 shooting percentage from the field, 37.03 point percentage. We have not seen him attempt a 3-point shot so far tonight. 65.5 free throw percentage, like I mentioned. He had a 30% free throw percentage at the beginning of the season. He has quickly turned it around. He's got to 65.5. He averages 7.5 rebounds per game. 20 points in the loss against LVW and Andalusia. Home this season, he is averaging 18.1 points per game. The average probably going to go up after the end of tonight. On the road this season, he's just averaging 13.1 points per game. So a different tale with number 3 this year, Mickey McIntosh, when he is away from Monroeville. But still a phenomenal season from the sophomore. There's got to be a lot of scouts definitely been looking at him, and a couple of these other Coyotes this year have played a phenomenal year. Trying to close out the year on a high note. It'll be Coyotes basketball with 7.5 minutes to go. The comfortable lead was over 20. But Galvin with 3 straight 3-pointers has made this very interesting. To McIntosh in the paint. With 3 Rams on him again, he scores. They cannot stop number 3, Mickey McIntosh tonight. Good pass here by the Rams. Gavin's had made his last 3 3-pointers. Tyree with the pass. Here's Ward trying to drive in. Pass out here. Skinner, a 3 in the corner. No good. Rebound here by Purifoy. Purifoy is halted. Washington with the steal once again. Washington comes back the other way. And one, no. Shot no good, but it'll go to the free throw line. Heck of an effort here by Washington. 6 minutes and 52 seconds to go. Washington will attempt the three, or the free throw here. The shot is good. All of a sudden, it is a 20-point deficit here for the Rams. But they are on a scoring run here. Might be a little bit too late, but right now. Washington trying to go 2 for 2 at the free throw line. He will. Full court press again here for the Rams here. That was something head coach Chuck Taylor said in the halftime interview. His team has become a lot better at handling the full court presses from opponents. And they have proved it so far here. Not forcing anything and finding the right man at the right spot. Evans out to Durant. Durant puts up a floater, scores. Back to a 21-point lead here for the Coyotes. Looking for win number 7 on the regular season. Ward for 3. No good. Durant with a rebound. As Durant will come back the other way. Stumbles a bit. Finds Evans. Evans. Floater. Good. Coyotes averaging 70 points per game. They got 70 so far. Gavin a 3. No good, but he's going to go to the free throw line for 3 trips. With 6:03 left. It's kind of a late foul called after the shot was released, but it doesn't matter. Number 10, Stephen Gavin from Canton, Georgia. Making a trip here with his team from Saraland, Alabama. Gavin can't make the first free throw. He has made 3 3-pointers. He was on fire for the Rams. That was his first miss. We'll see if he can make the second free throw. This is 3 free throws here. Makes the second. Coyotes have 5 timeouts remaining. The Rams have 3 after using 2 in that first half. 2 for 3 at the free throw line for Gavin. Whitehurst back to Durant. Durant. Willis. 2-on-1 the other way. Here's Evans. Evans spins around. Can't get shot to go. Fight for the ball. And Rams basketball as it goes off the hands of both McIntosh and Evans. McIntosh with a lot of playing time here tonight. And he is definitely putting on a show here in the front of the home crowd here at Monroeville. See if his team can close out the final 5.5 minutes. Gavin, a 3. No good. Rebound here by Evans. Evans the other way. Durant trying to direct traffic here. Finds a man in the corner. That's Whitehurst to McIntosh. McIntosh pulls up a jumper. Good. Mickey McIntosh with a show here tonight. 72-49. Coyotes in the lead over the University of Mobile JV team. There's a 3. It's good by Washington. Rams had 28 points in the first half. Took him a while here to get the 52. McIntosh. Bounce pass, but it looks like he traveled before the pass got there. Stops the clock at 4 minutes and 51 seconds to go. Rams could have had a quick transition the other way if they had to, but they're able to slow things down for the moment. Pass here. Tyree can't get a handle on the ball. Coyotes basketball. 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Very quick second half here in Monroeville. Glad you could be with us. Dallas Renzi here on the call for JockJive Sports. Whitehurst. Pass out here. Evans. Durant. Durant goes off his foot, but able to maintain possession with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Durant almost fouled, but is able to maintain. 8 seconds left. Durant spins around, pulls up a floater. Shot, bounces a couple times. Rebound here by Tyree. Washington spins around and he'll take it up court. 4 minutes to go. Skinner, a three. Good. The three ball has been working here in the second half for the Rams after a terrible start on the three ball in the first half, but they're able to start to get things to start clicking here. Durant to Evans. Evans to McIntosh, able to get it and score. And it's going to be a timeout here, a full timeout. So we'll stay here with 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go. Zoom in on the Rams on their bench. A couple of moments in this game, a very furious sideline, but now it looks like they're still battling, still learning as a team, and this is a developmental team, but they're putting on a very strong performance here in the second half, especially with the three ball. We'll take a look at the upcoming schedule here for the Coastal North Coyotes. Their next game is a huge game on January 25th versus Bevel State at Bevel State at 6 o'clock p.m. start time. Next home game for the Coyotes will be on January 29th versus Snead State. The Parsons come in, 7:30 p.m. start time. And then they'll open up the month of February with a game at Chat Valley, 7:30 p.m. start time. Hopefully you can come to all those games, or you can stream in here on JockJive, especially all the home games here at Monroeville. As we're about near the end of the season for Coastal North basketball, as they are trying to make a run for the playoffs. After a very strong showing last year in the postseason, they got a long way to go. But promising signs here tonight, especially offensively, against the University of Mobile. 3.5 minutes to go and counting. Washington, Gavin, a three in the corner. That shot no good. McIntosh can't get the ball back. Ward with an easy layup. 74-57. McIntosh could not handle it. Renfro comes back the other way. Renfro, pass intended for Breshawn Williams. Can't get it to go. Subspot at 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Still in range here for the Rams, but they need to make possibly their next 4 to 5 shots if they want any chance of climbing their way back into this one. And they're just going to roll the ball forward here to Washington. Ward here to Washington. Washington trying to get around man. Swing down the court. Skinner. It goes 5-hole here on the Rams. There'll be a backcourt violation here on the Rams. Great passing here. Renfro directing traffic. 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go as Abdul checks back into the game. Non-conference game here, but showing some signs here, the Coyotes. Abdul, a three. Good. Another three-pointer here for the gold team. 77-57. That goes off the hand, or the feet, I believe, of the Rams. And we'll see who the ball's going to go towards. It's going to be Rams basketball with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Chuck Taylor wants an explanation, but the Rams will get basketball here. Trying to drive in, and a foul called here. Woodside going to go to Williams. This number 10, Gavin, will attempt a three-pointer, or a free throw up. Beg your pardon, with 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Very fast game so far. Started this game at 7 o'clock. Trying to cut the deficit to under 20 points. The Rams are able to do that. Or Gavin with a free throw. Dallas Stern will check out. Abraji, number 21, now in for University of Mobile JV. 2 for 2 at the free throw line. After a very tough start at the free throw line for the Rams, they're able to convert on the last couple. Nice transition here to Abdul. Abdul finds a man. They'll slow it down for the moment, trying to take off some clock. Foul here on Gavin on Renfro with 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go. As Jack Busson will come in here for the Coyotes. It'll be a couple of free throws here. As it'll be Braden Wilson, number 0, coming in. That free throw's going to be good here to make it 78-59, and apparently it was 3 free throws here for Renfro. He's gone 1 for 2 so far. Sends the lead back to 20. Coyotes able to get a steal here. This is Abdul. On numbers the other way, trying to get it over to Jack, but it's going to be tipped out by Washington. Washington very upset as well as he tips it into the stands. Luckily, a fan was there to retrieve the ball. 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. To McIntosh in the paint. Great pass there from Renfro. And 2 more points to a phenomenal night for Mickey McIntosh. And the clock has not ran in the last 30 seconds. That shot's going to be good by Ward. Clock's going to continue to run here. It looks like they're going to take at least 10 or 12 seconds off the clock. That shot's good. It'll be an and-1 here to Ward. They'll stop the clock at 1 minute and 58 seconds. Free throw's good. Make it 81-62. Substitution here for Abraji. As the clock, like I said, did not run on the last point scored by Mickey McIntosh and the transition for the Rams. Now they're going to have a conversation with the timekeeper. It was 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And they're going to put it back at 2 minutes and 9 seconds. So, even though it's been definitely more than 2 seconds play, but only 2 seconds are going off the clock with 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Renfro back to Abdul. Abdul is going to be fouled here by Braji. And that's 2 seconds as well going off the shot, or the game clock as well. 81-62. Coast North on their way to another home victory, and their first victory since December 1st. So over a month since their last home victory. Looks like they're on their way to getting a victory against another junior varsity team. Abdul makes the first free throw. Brandon Wilson will come in. (82-62). Abdul with another great game as well. Makes the second free throw. He goes 2 for 2 on that trip. Back to a 21-point lead here for the Coyotes. They have dominated very early in the second half. Washington for 3, in and out. Rebound here by Renfro. Quick transition. 2-on-1 the other way. Abdul. Dabo giving to Jack. He does. Wilson for 2. Can't get it to go. Clock will continue to run here. Gavin to Wilson. Wilson trying to drive in. A heck of a shot. A floater. Rebound here by McIntosh. Abdul to Jack. Scores. 85-62. Monroeville faithful. Very happy with what they've seen here tonight. They've waited a while for a win. 3 is good by Ward. Back to a 20-point lead here. To Jack, who just scored on the last transition. Jack trying to get around his man, puts up a footer. He is fouled. And he's going to go to the free throw line. So let's talk at 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. Well, like I said, next Coyotes broadcast will be on January 29th versus Snead State. That free throw is good. 86-65. And that will be a 7:30 p.m. start time against the Parsons. That is a huge game in the standings. That free throw is good as well. Snead stays currently in first place in Division II standings. Chat Valley in second. Bevel stays in third. If Coyotes want to gain any ground in the standings, they need to come away with some huge victories away from Monroeville. Wilson for three. In. 87-65. 68. Under a minute to go. Trey Durant the other way. Durant to Williams. Williams finds Jack to Durant. They'll kill some clock here in the final minute of regulation. As this number 2, Parker Williams, checked in and loses the ball at first glance. Able to maintain possession here on Wilson. Williams bounce pass here to Williams. He slams it home. Breeshawn Williams. Almost thrown away here by Renfro. And it looks like it bounced out before it was taken up here by Jack. 27.2 seconds to go. There's 27 seconds left on the shot clock. Last opportunity here for the Rams to try to cut the deficit. Ward, a three. Good. He's made his last 3 3-pointers, or the last 2 3-pointers. Multiple substitutes coming in here. 89-71, 22 seconds to go. A couple of reserve players that have not seen any action here tonight are going to close out the final 22 seconds. And if you're the Coyotes, you can take this all the way without even taking a shot. Shot clock has been turned off here in Monroeville. Coyotes with an 89-71 lead. They can let the clock roll all the way down here. What a night for Mickey McIntosh. Abdul also had a phenomenal game. Evans with a good rebounds in the game, also contributing offensively. And that's your final, 89-71. Head coach Chuck Taylor has to be very pleased with his team here tonight as the Coyotes take down the University of Mobile Rams junior varsity team. And that is your final here from Monroeville. It was a fun night here. Next game, like I mentioned, will be on January 29th versus the Parsons from Snead State. Hope to see you for that telecast. But for tonight, the Coyotes will improve to 7-13 on the year and improve to 4-8 here in Monroeville, their first victory since December 1st. And that's a huge confidence boost here for Chuck Taylor and the Coyotes. Well, that will do it here from Monroeville. We want to thank everyone tuning in. I'm Dallas Rinzi. Have a good night, everyone. Coyotes on top of the Rams.